got a group or a team call at the end of this episode. It's with Mina, me, Michelle, Johnny, and Andrew. That's the team. And then at the very end, it's one-on-one, Mina and I, to just talk about what I'm going to work on moving forward. So if you want to stick around for that, then go ahead. If not, then I'm not going to timestamp it. I don't think I have that much to say today. But one thing happened today as far as something that I've been learning in sales and the sales process and how to price anchor. And I'm going to share that. But that's the episode. That's going to be what I'm going to talk about. I don't think I'm going to really dive into anything else. But anyway, I go to the eye doctor today to get a contacts fitting. It was a contacts fitting appointment. So all they do is they take me into their office. They give me some contact lenses to use, to try. And I put them in, and they explain to me how to put them in. They just teach me how to do so. And I'm going to skim through this, but it took me about 20 minutes to put in one, and that was my right eye. It took me 20 minutes. Finally got it. When I did, it was burning and didn't feel that good, but I'm sure it was because I dropped it a few times. There's probably stuff on it, whatever. And I don't know. I mean, I'm very naive to the whole process, but that's what I believe happened. Now, anyway, that's how it went. It's very, very tedious. First thing I want to say is the person that was administering the whole process needs to be better with people, because she just kind of sat there in silence while I'm sitting there struggling, getting frustrated. She just, nothing. And so that's the first thing I noticed. The doctor himself, fucking baller, great guy. And the person, the lady that was helping me one-on-one was not. I don't know. Anyway, don't like that. Fucking, I hate that shit. Just customer service, just be better, have some empathy. It's all good. So I get it in, and then it's time to take it out. Now I can't even get it out. It takes me about 20 minutes to take the goddamn things out. Very annoying, but whatever. So I finally get it out. And that's that part of the story. So I walk up to the counter to pay. Now, insurance covers some of the cost of contact lenses, which is pretty cool. And it's funny because I've talked about previously on the show how I don't even know why the fuck I have insurance, because I never use it. I'm just wasting money. For car insurance, that's absolutely truth. I've never needed it. So that is 10 years, almost 10 years of me. Almost a full decade of my entire life, 120 payments for nothing. So it's all good. As far as health insurance goes, I've used it, I don't know. In the last decade, I probably used health insurance maybe 20 times, maybe. And as far as dental insurance goes, embarrassing, but probably not even, around 10 times maybe. I don't know. It's embarrassing, but it is what it is. So anyway, I get up there and she says, "Hey, your insurance can cover some of this. It's awesome." And I said, "Oh, fuck, cool, yeah." What did I just say? Okay. Oh, fuck, cool, yeah? No, it's oh, cool, fuck, yeah. That's what I meant to say. See, I think a lot of people would edit that out of the show. I'm proud to have that in here. So hell yeah. Cool, yeah, man. Cool, yeah. So she says, yeah, insurance will take about $150 off the total amount. And she's being very vague with the amounts. I'm like, just how much is it? And then is that with insurance? And how much is that? Is it monthly? Is it a fixed amount? Is it 60 days, 90 days, 180 days? Is it, what the fuck's going on? And she says, all right, so it looks like it's going to be, I don't know the exact number, but it's going to be $294 for a 90-day supply. And my first thought was, dude, more shit to pay for. $100 a month on average right there. Fuck. Okay, fine. That was my thought process. And then I said, oh, wait, is that with insurance or not? And she says, oh, no, that's without. Let's go ahead and put it in and see what the cost would be. And when she said that, I was like, oh, $298, it's not going to be that. And I was going to pay $298 to begin with. It's not going to be that, though. So what's it going to be? I'm cool with it. And then it would be $150 minus that. So it was $140 something. And so in my mind, I thought, okay, $140 divided by 3, that's about $47. Hell yeah. Or what would that be? $40, $30, $45? 47. I was right the first time. $48, whatever. And I thought $48 a month. Okay, that's a lot better than almost 100. Hell yeah. And then the next thought that I had was, holy shit, this is price anchoring. This is exactly what price anchoring is. If she would have said it's going to be 146, and then I said, oh hell yeah, and then she said, actually, it's 290. I would have thought, oh my fuck, why? Why is it so expensive? This is ridiculous. But she said 298 first, set the bar, and that allowed me to just, I guess, marinate in that number. And just to make this very clear, they're not in a sales position. Insurance covers this shit. They don't get commissions. They're just doing their job. So there's no incentive or motive or whatever for this type of shit. It's just an observation. So that was just my first thought. I thought, holy shit, dude, this is exactly what price anchoring is. This is exactly what it is. And it's so powerful because it happened to me right then and there. And it just, night and day difference. And I actually even said to her, I said, I'm glad that you said the more expensive price first, because that makes the second one seem a lot more affordable. And she said, really? And I thought, yeah, it does. And then I had a little epiphany of, yep, price anchoring is definitely real. It just happened on me. Real life proof evidence that it works. I need to implement this in my own sales. And that was, and then my next thought was, holy fuck, I got to talk about this on the show. And there's a behind the scenes of how my mind works when I come across something that I want to talk about right there. So pretty cool. I just wanted to share that. And I'll yawn real quick. Holy fuck. Sleepy. So I just thought that was very interesting. So I'm definitely going to use price anchoring more whenever I do any kind of sales or phone call or anything like that. So pretty pumped to have learned this firsthand and to see that it works in real life just like that. Because, you know, when someone teaches you something without the proper experience for that thing, it's hard to really understand and digest what the lesson is there, because you're missing so much context, you're missing so much of the very tiny details that it's almost like it's too simple. It's like, okay, just say a higher price before a smaller one. Why? Okay. Or vice versa, whatever it is. And I've talked about this before on the show, maybe in the last 100 episodes, I don't know. But I talked about how some part of me believes that you can't really be taught much, because a lot of what we are, quote, taught, we're kind of just being instructed and being prepared for what could happen given a certain set of parameters for a situation. What we're not taught is, if this happens, then this. If this happens, then this. If this happens and this happens, then this. If this happens, but this doesn't happen, then this. And there's all these different variables, not to mention there's emotion. There's different signs and cues. There's different durations of whatever events, or it doesn't matter. And so when you're being taught how to, I'm just going to make some bullshit up. If you're being taught how to shovel a driveway from the snow, it's just, hey, put the shovel on the ground, just push it forward. There's a line. You just keep on doing that until you get the full driveway done. That's it. You're done. But when you actually go out there to shovel a driveway, you have to push a straight line, and you have to be careful of the separation in the concrete blocks, because sometimes if you're hauling ass, sometimes you'll go bam, the shovel will go into your gut, and no fun. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. You have that. And then you have okay, what if there's ice? What if what if you slip? What if there's that problem? You can't scrape up the ice with the shovel. Maybe your shovel's a piece of shit. And then you have, when you go down a second line, sometimes the second line goes over into the first line that's already clean, so you have to go back on the first line. And sometimes when you go over the first line for the second time, it goes into the second line. So it's like, what the fuck am I doing? And then you maybe along the way learn that maybe you ought to turn your shovel to the side, so that way the snow pushes it. The shovel pushes all the snow to one side, and that way you don't have the first problem. You still have to wait. You still have to look out for the problem of the cement blocks being different, so you don't jam the shovel into your gut. And then, of course, you have, okay, what do I do when I get to this fucking flower bed. Do I keep going? I push through it? No, you got to go around it. So that means you got to change the directions and all this shit. And I think a lot of things are much easier taught with blanket statements, and you'll figure it out as you go. But I think where the struggle is for me is I want the full picture so that I can pick it apart and try to understand. Not that I can learn and have all the pieces figured out and all that, but just so I can mentally digest what the fuck is going on, you know? And maybe that wasn't the greatest example, but it does paint the picture that someone says, go shovel the walks. And I'm just saying, if you've never done it, you have no idea what a shovel is. You'd be like, okay, I'm going to do that. But then it's like, dude, you're going to hit the blocks. You're going to run into this. You're going to run into some ice. You're going to spill over to the first line. It's going to be a mess. It's still snowing. So you got to go over. You got to be careful, blah, blah, blah. What do I wear? All this shit. And so part of me believes that you just can't really be taught anything. And I believe for an asterisk here, you can be taught a lot of shit. I'm not saying that you have to find everything out by yourself. What I am saying, though, is a lot of the detailed, the detailed processes and the deep shit out there can't be taught. It can be instructed, but for you to really learn the thing, you have to do it yourself. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. You can be taught anything, but to learn it, to understand it, you have to do it. Because I can talk to, for example, anybody can read $100 million leads or $100 million offers by Alex Hormozi and be taught how to sell, how to make an offer and do it. But you don't understand how to do it until you've actually done it or are in the middle of doing it, so that you can gain the lessons, the insights, the perspective, all that shit along the way, so that you can then say that you know how to do it and have proof that you have done it. I think that's what I'm trying to get at. Didn't want to go this direction with the show today, but it looks like we did. So that's that. So yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at right now. So I am actually going to do this. I'm going to publicly commit to starting the Blade up again tomorrow. So I was following so I created a system called Sharpen the Blade or the Blade, whatever. And you pick you pick 3 tasks. One of them, there's 4 tasks. You pick 3. And the 4th one is something it's a very small detail you handle every day. But everything else you pick and you commit to for 30 days. Once you make the commitment and you do one successful day of whatever it is, that locks you in, and you cannot change what you chose. You cannot change the rules or the guidelines or whatever for your own tasks that you chose. You cannot change that unless you complete the first 30 days. And after that, that's when you select new tasks, and then you go about doing it again. So I actually just had I don't know him that well in real life, but met up a couple times. And so I don't want to say he's a friend, but I'll just say he's a friend. He's a buddy, because I know nothing about this guy. But he completed the second round of the Blade, which is, I just call it Blade 1, Blade 2, Blade 3, Blade 4. Every time you do it, you can keep track of what days you are on by just marking it off on your Instagram story, or you can just print it off and check it off or whatever. You can just make a list. There's no rules here. You just do whatever you want. But you are able to, once you do 30 days, you're done, and then you're able to move on to the next one. So he completed the second one today. So he completed Blade 2 today. And pretty fucking cool, because it's some program that I created that 2 people have completed Blade 1. One person has completed Blade 2. And I just think that's fucking cool. But anyway, a little recap there. So I made this because I wanted to keep similar aspects of 75 Hard in my life forever without having to do 75 Hard itself. And again, this whole podcast is essentially birthed from 75 Hard, because I started it as one of my critical tasks for phase 1 of Live Hard, which is 75 Hard, the phase after 75 Hard. And I just stayed with it. I haven't missed a day in 4. This is the number of episodes that I have is the streak that I'm on for not missing a day recording a podcast. So pretty cool. I'm almost at 500 days in a row recording a show, not missing once, sitting here talking to this microphone here for the record, I think it's a $39 microphone from Amazon. It's called Fi-Fine microphone. I think it was $40, something like that. And other times I use my phone. Other times I use this DJI mic that I use for making social media content, which, side note, making content is so hard, dude. It is such a hard fucking thing to do. But it's not hard to create content. It's hard to create content with intent to make it good so that it scales, or excuse me, that it reaches more people and has the potential to go viral. That's when it's tough. Just recording a video talking about protein and hitting the gym, that's the easiest thing in the world to do. But if you want to make it good so that it reaches more people, to actually give you a stream of people in your inbox that want your program, to make a livelihood for your friends or for your family, that's fucking hard, you know? So anyway, it's a little side note there. But anyway, that's what 75 Hard is. It's a podcast. It's where I'm at right now. So I made the blade because I wanted certain aspects of it. And I kind of just wanted to make my own thing. Just very short, simple, very cool, make my own, I like that stuff. And I have successfully done that. Very cool. Proud of it. Now I just gotta complete it myself, dude. God damn it. So I started this, I believe, on the 26th of November. I'm pretty sure. And yeah, I'm pretty sure. And so I was supposed to complete it on the 26th of December. It's now February 17th, 7:36 p.m., 2025. So I should be, so that's one, two, three. I should be finishing Blade 3 in 9 days. I should be. But I failed Blade 1 for numerous reasons 10 times. And what my tasks are is I can't be late anywhere. That one got me a few times. Second one is on my days off, meaning if I do not work. So I wrote down all these rules for myself. Right now I can call off work tomorrow if I want, and I cannot go in. That means I don't work tomorrow. But if I wake up tomorrow, having not called in, I work. Even if I call out, that doesn't count. So if I work, I have to wake up at 3:50. I have to be out of bed by 3:50. I can wake up whenever. I have to be out of bed at 3:50. It doesn't matter if I work for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 2 hours, 5 hours that day. I have to get out of bed at 3:50. On my days off, if I'm not scheduled to work or if I call off the day before, I have to get out of bed by 5 a.m. That's the rule. So that's the crucible, because that's very hard for me to do. The other one was the purge. So removing me being late anywhere out of my life. Then my oath, which is something you commit to or adhere to for 30 days, is a sales call role play. And I dread that shit because it's so tedious. It's so annoying to do it with these goddamn AI bullshits. So what I'll have to do is reach out in the group, schedule some real people, real life role plays, and do that, because it's just goddamn, dude. The thing is, though, man, is if I do that, I feel obligated to do. So I would role play. I would be the coach. They would be the prospect, and then to mirror it so that they're the coach. I'm the prospect. And truthfully, I don't want to do that because it takes time. And if we're going back and forth and really exchanging value and sharing tips and stuff. I just remembered that I said this podcast wasn't going to be that long. That's funny. But if we're going back and forth sharing tips and stuff, it goes on for an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. If I did that every day, this is the assumption that I still have my job, because I'm assuming that I no longer work for where I work in 9 more days. That's the goal. I'm just waiting for a definitive answer. Hopefully tomorrow when I go in, I get an answer. But see, for example, for tomorrow, if I were to call in and not go into work until 10 a.m., I still work that day, so I still have to get out of bed at 3:50. I still have to. That's the rules. But anyway, so the sales call role play, start to finish, write about it. How did I do? All this stuff. That's the rules. That's what I have to do. And then the rigor, which is the fourth task, it's a small detail. That's just it's whatever. There's no rules other than as long as it's a small detail, you take care of it. Piece of litter on the ground, you pick it up. Item out of place at the grocery store, you put it away. Shopping cart astray, put it back. Weights out on the floor at the gym, put them back. Asking if somebody needs help, sparking up a conversation, giving any tiny little itty bitty detail, letting someone merge in traffic, giving a compliment to a stranger. I think I just said that one. Anything like that. Just saying hi, something that challenges you. There's really no rules. Just one microscopic detail you wouldn't have otherwise done. And the idea is that it takes less than 5 seconds to do. It can take as long as you want, but it can be so small. And this one's actually made me fail a few times because I just totally forget. It's so tiny that I forget. So there's all that. Now that's what the blade is. And I just wanted to give a quick recap. And if you want to learn more about it, you can go to episode 3 of the Allegiant Excellence podcast and learn more about it. Or I have a ebook, a PDF. If you want it, just send me a message on Instagram. I believe it's actually in my Instagram highlights. That link might be broken. So if it is, just send me a message. I'll send it to you. I won't even ask any questions. I'll just say, here you go. And you can use it if you want or not. It doesn't matter. But anyway, publicly committing now to start tomorrow. And cause I'm just sitting here right now thinking about it. I'm like, what am I doing? So not even going to think about it. Start tomorrow. Now, why am I not starting right now? Well, I didn't wake up at 3:50 or at 5 a.m. this morning. So by default, if I would have started, I failed because technically I wasn't late anywhere today. And I could still do a sales call role play and I could still do a small little detail. Matter of fact, I did that already. So technically today could be day 1, but I didn't wake up at 5 a.m. so I can't. So tomorrow, day 1, because it's Tuesday. We can't be starting shit on Mondays around here. That might be one of my things I take with me forever. I don't start shit on Mondays, the 1st or New Year's. You cannot start on those days. Anyway, so starting tomorrow for sure. So the goal is to complete this. So I always get the dates mixed up because February doesn't have 30 days. So you wouldn't go all the way. So be back. So you'd add, what is that? Add 2 days. I don't know. So March 19th, I think. Siri, what's 30 days from tomorrow? Siri, what's 30 days from tomorrow? Siri, what's 30 days from tomorrow? For fuck's sake.
It's Thursday, March 20th, 2025.
So 3/20/25, my goal is to finally be done with Blade 1. Because you can't change what you committed to after you've done one successful day. You're locked in. And I'll be honest, I don't want to fucking do goddamn role play. I need to, but I just fuck, dude. And now a lot of this is going to be very different if I quit my job, because right now I go to work, I go to the gym, I come home. I've talked about this so much. From 4 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. That's the time I have to record the show, work on Emmy Fitness, work on my own stuff, do a sales call role play. Make sure that's the time that I have per week or per day during the work week. That sucks, dude. That's a bummer for me, and I'm sure other people have even less time, but I don't know. I just got to focus on what I got going on. For me, that fucking blows, I would like more time. That's why I would rather work 10 8-hour shifts rather than 9.5-hour shifts, which is what I work now. I work 5 days one week, 4 days the next. And you can argue, I get a whole Friday off every other week, but I would just rather have that hour and a half back daily. Because rather than 4 p.m. to 7:30, it would be 2:30 to 7:30, which not that big of a difference. It's an hour and a half, but that's a role play. That's a podcast. That I would love to have more time per day rather than one lump sum. Absolutely. I don't even have to think about it. If they offered me tomorrow, hey, you're going to work 8-hour shifts now instead of 10 or instead of 9.5. What do you think? I would say, yes, 100%. Yes, sign me up. Matter of fact, decrease my pay while you're at it. I want to sweeten the deal for you because I want this so bad. I'm not even kidding. So, yeah. So if everything goes well with quitting the job, then this should be the beginning of one hell of a story for me. Because if I can't make it having 7 months paid vacation as a solo dude, I say solo, I have a beautiful girlfriend, but I mean solo as in I don't have a family, I don't have kids, I'm not doing shit with my own family, mom, grandpas, grandmas, or I meant to say grandparents, the fuck, cousins, brother, other family. I don't do shit. I don't do shit with anybody else. Lexi comes over on the weekend. I spend time with her, and that's as far as my relationships go with other human beings. That's really what it is for me. No friends. Not that I don't have friends. I have plenty of friends. I love them to death. However, just you do your own thing. I'll do my own thing. And, 10 years we'll meet up. We'll have a drink, talk about the good old days. Not really into that shit. I don't think about that stuff. I don't think about, the glory days or, oh man, I'm missing out on all these opportunities. That never crosses my mind anymore. I want to make my shit work so bad that I don't care. I don't give a fuck, And I think that's a giant disconnect for me when I'm on social media, when I'm talking with coworkers and they're like, oh man, what'd you do this weekend? I'm like, I just sat at home and I worked on all my stuff. People are like, did you have a good weekend? I'm like, yeah, I did, dude. It was really good. What'd you do? I wrote a lot on Google Docs and I made formulas on Excel and I made pre-recorded videos for nutrition and fitness and I had a ball, I don't know. I've gotten more comfortable with just saying what I like to do. And if it makes somebody feel inspired or if it makes somebody feel whatever, then it is what it is. Like there's that quote, I talked about it, but you should say whatever you're going to say for the one person who needs it rather than the 100 people who don't want to hear it or whatever. I can't remember what it was. It's from some TV shows in the break room at work, but yeah, I don't know. But if I can't make this happen in 7 months of paid vacation, then I don't know. I've got bigger problems, but bigger fish to fry, as my mom would say. So I think that's all I wanted to say. So I'm going to go ahead and get to bed. It's 7:46. So I'm probably going to be a little bit late because I got to upload this shit and all that. So it'll probably be around 8 p.m. that I get this done. I actually still got to do my daily Stoic journal. Fuck, I totally forgot to talk about that. I bought a it's not a journal, but it is called the Daily Stoic, and it's called 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living, featuring new translations of Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. That's by Ryan Holiday as well. And it's a 400-page book, and there's an introduction, but other than that, one page is for one day. So every day has its own entry. It's 1 page or less, and usually it's a half a page. So what I want to do is read just 1 page per day. That's what they're literally labeled for the day of the week as well, the month. So for example, I'm going to flip open to whatever page, February 17th. That's the title of the page. So I'm going to read that one, do nothing more, nothing less, just that one. I read it. So how it starts off is there's a quote from some old ancient Greek philosopher like Epictetus, like Seneca, like Marcus Aurelius. And it starts off with a quote from them that was translated, not broken down, but just translated. Matter of fact, let's just pull it off right now. Let's see. So if I open up the book here. So February 17th, the enemy of happiness. So Epictetus said this in Discourses 3:24-17. He said, "It is quite impossible to unite happiness with a yearning for what we don't have. Happiness has all that it wants, and resembling the well-fed, there shouldn't be hunger or thirst." So it's written however many years ago, thousands of years ago. I think. I don't know how history works. Shit, all the fucking, I don't know. I don't know. Call me dumb. I don't care. I don't know. But it was translated from there. Apparently it's only been one translation, so it's good, I guess. But that last sentence, happiness has all that it wants, comma, and resembling the well-fed, comma, there shouldn't be hunger or thirst. And Epictetus said this in Discourses 3:24-17. I believe that's the book in the verse, almost like a Bible verse. It's not the date, because previous page is Marcus Aurelius Meditations 6:26. I'll just skip ahead. The next one is 2:18:27-28. Anyway, so then it's got the quote, and then below that it's got a deep dive into what it could mean by Ryan Holiday, and to give the guy credit, Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman. So I'm just going to read it. It's very short. It's 2 paragraphs. So, I'll be happy when I graduate, we tell ourselves. I'll be happy when I get this promotion, when this diet pays off, when I have the money that my parents never had. Conditional happiness is what psychologists call this kind of thinking. Like the horizon, you can walk for miles and miles and never reach it. You won't even get any closer. Eagerly anticipating some future event, passionately imagining something you desire, looking forward to some happy scenario. As pleasurable as these activities might seem, they ruin your chance at happiness here and now. Locate that yearning for more, better, someday, and see it for what it is, the enemy of your contentment. Choose it or your happiness. As Epictetus says, the two are not compatible. And that's the entire page right there. So what I've been doing is I read this and I try to read the quote first, try to take away what I think it means before I read on. Sometimes I read it, like, I'm not even exaggerating, like 10, 20 times because I want to figure it out myself. And I'll come up with my own conclusion of like, okay, I think he's talking about this. This is the message. This is the philosophy. This is what we got to do. And then I read below and then I'm like, oh, I was way off, or I'm like, God damn, dude, I was spot on. I like mine better. And I've been doing this. This is going to be my, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my 6th day in a row. I just got this book last week. Now, my intent here is to just deepen my level of thinking and self-reflection because I would like to be able to read a quote like this and rather than have ChatGPT decipher it and decode it and make me I want to be able to think for myself and build those connections in my brain and just figure these things out for myself. I want to be able to reflect on my life and my experiences and extract the lessons and the wisdom and shit from those experiences rather than just read for the sake of reading and entertainment. Because I caught myself the other day. I'm still reading The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday, same author as this book here. And my goal with these books is to learn and to better myself. And I find myself getting frustrated that I spend so much time highlighting vocabulary words and writing definitions and highlighting parts of the text that I like or might want to refer to later. Because this is a perfect example. I'm reading this. Lexi's in my office as well. She's laying down behind me. She's reading her own book. In the time that it took her to read 76 pages, it took me in the same time it took her to read 76 pages, I read 15 pages. Might have been 16 or 17. But the reason that I feel like I was so slow, quote, slow, is, and I think we read for maybe an hour. Maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. But I think it was a little bit more. But the reason why I did so much less or that she did so much more, and this is not a fight or a comparison. I don't give a fuck. I'm sitting there rereading the same page multiple times, trying to learn, trying to really extract the shit from what I'm seeing. And then I highlight things and all. And I mean, I have this whole ChatGPT project folder that has a whole instruction manual on how. So I come across a word I don't know. I write it down. I circle it, highlight it. Then when I'm done reading the chapter, I go back, put all these words into ChatGPT, and then it gives me the word, pronunciation, the origin, synonyms, antonyms, how to use it in a sentence, what it even is without using the word, because I think sentences and definitions are horseshit. And then it's got all the different prefixes and suffixes that go with it so that I have a better understanding of how the word is used and the root word and all that shit. So if it says, I think I've talked about this before, but if it says mark, if you put re before it, it's remark. If you put ing after mark, it's marking, the act of doing the mark. If you do remarking, it's the act of remarking. If you do marker, it's not even a fucking, it's a utensil, If you put that's what I'm trying to get at. So there's all the prefixes, all the suffixes for the word, all the combinations, and then what those words mean. And I don't read every single one and study every single one. I just like to see at a glance if one word is actually the root of another or whatever. So that's the goal. So I go through and I write down all the vocabulary words with definitions in the margins. And with one chapter, and this is not a 20-page chapter. This is a 5-page chapter of this book. Sometimes I get up to 30 words that I just don't know what they mean. And I'm overthinking it, kind of. What I mean is, I know what a word means, but how can I define that? I know how to, better yet, I know how to use it in a sentence, but if you were to ask me, what is this? I would say, I actually don't know. And now here's a perfect example. And it might be a bad example because some of you might be smart as shit, but I came across the word perhaps. What does that word, what's the definition of that word? What does that mean? Now, my first thought was it means maybe, because how to use it in a sentence. Perhaps we'll go here, perhaps we'll go there. You can replace perhaps with maybe, and it means the same exact thing. So, probably safe to say that it means maybe. So, if we go to Google and we just type in perhaps definition, used to express uncertainty or possibility. Now, be honest with yourself here. Did you know that that was the definition of the word perhaps? It's such a basic word. People use it all the time. Man, perhaps we'll go there. Perhaps he's fucking pissed, dude. Whatever. Used when one does not wish to be too definite or assertive in the expression of an opinion. Perhaps. Used when making a polite request, offer, or suggestion. Would you perhaps consent to act as our guide? It just means maybe. Now, me knowing that I can replace perhaps with maybe, it probably means maybe. I just, I feel confident in that. But to define it and to actually know the definition, it's a completely different game. So I've got some other words. Matter of fact, let's just talk about it. I got the book right here. So this is another one of those things. I hear the word tactical thrown around all the time. What the fuck does tactical even mean? I mean, I know it in military context. I know it in tactics, You have to have the right strategy. You have to have the right tactics in place for the strategy. The fuck does that even mean, though? I feel like I have an understanding of what it could mean, but what does it actually mean, And so if you go to tactics, an action or strategy carefully planned to achieve specific end. So it's close to what I just said, but so in the last 3 pages, these are the words that I've come across. Not that I don't know what they mean, but I don't know how to define them. Tactical, self-flagellation, pseudonyms, lecturing. So I know lecturing, I think of teaching, school, presenting information. What the fuck does lecture actually mean? Is it aggressive? Is it supposed to be assertive? What is it? Lecturing, sought. I know it's to see something or to seek something out, which is sought is actually the past tense of seek, but the more you learn. Vast. I hear vast is vast majority, so it probably means majority or the big part of something. That's probably what it means. And it does. But what the vast? Then we have, by the way, this is all in the last 3 pages, okay? So tactical, self-flagellation, pseudonyms, lecturing, sought, vast, deft, inertia, oblique, ego. So what's the definition of ego? Everyone says drop the ego. What the fuck does ego even mean? Sublimate, workarounds, attrition, exert. So I know exert force means, give force, put out force, work, execute. But what does it mean? What's the definition of it? Barge, instinct, stalemate, hazardous, flanks, notion, propagated, embellished, whitewashed, glamorous, mercenaries, skirmishes. And if we go back one more page, prospect, apprehend, pinpricks, rhetoric, evasive, wily, guerrilla, tyrannical, impasse. A lot of these words I say, but I don't know what they mean, and that's a problem. So anyway, going back to what I was saying, I find myself getting frustrated that it takes me so long to get through a page and that I'm taking forever to read. But then I'm like, what's my goal? My goal is to learn, and I'm doing exactly that. I think in my head, speed is tied to learning, but I mean, I guess by definition, I am learning fast as fuck, but maybe what I'm actually trying to get at is I think learning in relation to these books comes from the amount of pages that I get through, because if I'm only reading 1 page, I'm like, oh, I only read 1 page. What could I have possibly learned? Well, it turns out there was 15 words on there that I didn't know. So I just learned 15 words. It's 15 more words in my vocabulary that I didn't have beforehand now that I can use and come across more clearly in what I'm trying to do. So I get caught up in trying to be quick with learning, but I think learning itself is just itself. And I think speed is the wrong adjective or the wrong thing to be focusing on with learning. I don't think what I'm saying is actually coming out the way that I want it to. So I'm just going to go back off that because I don't know. Anyway, so I found myself getting frustrated and I'm like, do I just want to get through this? And it's like, why do I want to get through it? So I can move on to the next one. So and then what? Move on to the next one so that what? So I can learn more? I am learning. I'm successfully doing that now. I'm doing a lot of it. I'm doing more learning now than I would if I was just passively reading and not trying to define words, trying to think deeper on certain paragraphs or phrases or quotes or whatever. So I get caught up in that. And so I don't even know why I was sharing that. I just wanted to paint that picture there because I'm really trying to learn and have my intent be getting better at whatever I'm doing. But if I don't know. I feel like I'm going in circles now. I just want to learn and get better. So, okay. I think that's it. So what you're going to hear now is the team call with Mina and his team. Pretty cool. There's a lot of dull moments, but there is some funny moments as well because Mina, he put the mic right here and it sounds like he's talking directly into the mic. And it's so funny. He doesn't even know he's doing it. I'm like, hey, bro, you want to pull your face away from the mic? Sounds like you're inside the mic. Appreciate you. So anyway, that's it, guys. What you're going to hear next is that call. I appreciate if you shared the show or left a rating. Check out the Allegiant Excellence podcast. Episode 3 is the Blade episode if you want to learn more about that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for the support. It's pretty cool. Numbers are still going up. Just thank you so much for the support. So again, this is the group call with Mina. Here you go. Peace out. Okay, we've got the group or the team call with Mina. I'm running late. Told them that. It's all good. So let me go click on this to join in.
To every client. And shout out to Bryson for doing this as he comes in on perfect timing. What's up, Bryson?
How's it going?
I was the dentist.
I was the eye doctor, yeah. I got contacts.
I
got contacts I can see now. It's crazy.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Contacts?
Yeah.
Did you have glasses before?
No, I mean, I have some cheapies. Just some pieces of garbage.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So now you can see clearly now. The rain is gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I was just kind of going over what you worked on here with the recipes, and I already added them into the collection.
Okay, cool.
It is right here. No. Oh, on my app that I have here. So I already added them here to the macro kind of thing. I named it to macros and recipes. So there's a whole section here for recipes. And just to backtrack and show you what Andrew worked on, the workout collections, which is super fucking awesome.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, so like it's like Netflix kind of thing. So you can literally just click it and then see different categories here.
52 workouts? Holy moly.
Yeah, he did a lot of fucking work.
I'm working.
Yep. And then you have different categories, so like people can just go ahead and like click this, and he's going to change these photos to be a little bit more like push day friendly, for example. But then a client can literally just click it and just press start workout or add it to their calendar for whatever the case may be.
Also, I want to add, if you guys at any point run into any issues, like you're looking for a particular workout and you can't find it, let me know what you're looking for, and I'll try to make a program for that. Like, if there's any feedback that you guys have at all, this is like the beginning. I'm going to be adding more as we go along. But if there's any, I'm always open to feedback. Anything that comes to your mind, shoot it my way, and I'll get that. Guys.
I love that 100%. Because for sure, I think the best thing is that we had so many workouts to start with, and then we just kind of funneled it in. I can already imagine that home workout, you can just make another section here because there's already overlap for a circuit workout. Like circuits, like high intensity or like ab circuit that you have here, for example, like the hit day, it would honestly just belong to both because they're both the same shit. It's like they're both body weight, but one is a circuit, one isn't. Like things like that. So like that's probably what we could add here, for example, as another category, and just name it like 20-minute circuit so that people can know like, oh wow, this is like time friendly. But it's really awesome. So once he finishes the cover photos, I'll record a video, send a blast message out. And then Bryson, I think we can include that in one of the auto flow messages as well. Like, hey, and I'm going to word it really carefully in the video so I can just only do one. I'll say something along the lines of, so whether you've already been assigned a workout plan or you're waiting on yours or you're just here to try something new, we have you covered. You can do this, you can do that. You know what I mean? So that way it encompasses all scenarios into one. So that way I can blast this out to my current clients now, but also include that same video to the autoflow. Make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. So that's there. We're basically talking about state of ME Fit right now. We're starting in March. Like this is basically our system season. I know I'm repeating myself, guys, so bear with me. Just want to catch up, Bryson.
Sorry.
No, you're good. So basically January and February have been our system seasons, right? We've been all about systems and operations. But March, I anticipate for us to go fucking balls to the wall and like acquisition season, like growth season. Like we're going to fucking go ham for clients. Okay. And we've been planting seeds, getting the onboarding flow down, the auto flows, the forms, this Netflix style, all these different things, community up in the air, everything like that is all settled. So that way, starting March, like I anticipate, like I'm going to be posting like a shit ton and stuff like that. So I can fucking like, we can like really grow. Okay.
Cool.
And I told them it's about retention. So keeping our current clients happy, which is what we've been doing now. But then also improving the state of onboarding, which is what we've done. Make sense?
Yep.
Cool. So with that being said, one thing that actually I haven't talked to Bryson yet, but I was going to anyways. Michelle, again, this doesn't really apply to you just because your work hours are based off of if there's posts or not. Sometimes you're in there probably for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, not even. And sometimes maybe it takes you a little longer because there's multiple posts to catch up on, which I understand. But we're going to create, and Bryson already took the liberty of this for work hours, like a work hour sheet, which is something that we'll all use. But also, in addition to that, I want to create a master calendar. Okay. And that master calendar is like, especially as our hours are growing between all of us here, I want us to just have set times. So that way I know that you're working during these times. Right. And then other than that, I'm not going to fucking bother you. You know what I mean? So especially because like, Johnny and Bryson are on the same boat here that they're being allotted more free time in their own day to day. So of course they want to like transition to some more hours here at ME Fitness, which is awesome. So then that way we can just have set times for you guys to be working on your tasks, on whatever we're doing, on check-ins, whatever. And then the rest of the time, do whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean? So we're going to create a master calendar. I've already started with Johnny, working on that with Andrew. And then Bryson, you already kind of gave me a ballpark on that. And I'm sure your hours are going to change when we discuss on our one-on-one anyways. But more or less, that's how I want to do this because that way there's no overlap between you guys, right? So that way like Johnny and Bryson or Andrew and Johnny or whatever aren't working on the same shit at the same time. So there's no dual effort. And it just constantly creates a flow that clients are basically on the calendar taking care of the whole day. So I have Johnny here, Bryson would be here, Andrew's up top, like something like that. So then that way we know what everything's covered, everything's good. I know that I can expect Johnny to work from 1 to 3 today. So that's where I see messages happening. And then if outside 1 to 3, I know he's off hours, whatever, so I don't fucking bother him. Same thing with Bryson. Like I know you're going to be working 6 to 8, whatever our time, for example. So I know things are getting done around that time. And then after that, you can tell me to fuck off. That's it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of where we're going. So I'll create that calendar and I'll be asking each of you guys for your own calendars and your own workflows. That way I just pop them in different colors. Everyone has their own thing. We're good to go. Deal?
Cool.
I think that's going to be cleaner. And then Bryson has already created a log for the hours as well, like an Excel log, which is super awesome. Bryson, would you mind if you can just share it real quick? Do you have it open?
Yeah.
Or
You want to
open it?
yeah.
And then that way we can kind of just all be on it at once and then go from there.
Okay, hold on.
Take your time. I just put you on the spot there, so I apologize.
Oh, you're good. So I can actually share it in the group right now so everybody has access if you want me to do that.
Well, let's first share it on the screen first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me fill my screen real quick so it's nice. Okay. Okay, can you see this?
Yep.
Cool. So it's a little fancy schmancy with the stats, and I'll show you that in a second. But all it is just you have the day, and it actually highlights the current day, which is pretty cool. So today is the 17th, so it's going to highlight the day that we're on. So you would just, and these are all just placeholders, but you would just type in, I'm working 6 p.m. and I don't know, 7:30 p.m. Oops, it's broken already. This is awesome. Hold on.
I think it's just because of PM. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So it calculates right here that you worked an hour and a half, and it comes down here into the total for the day. So if you have different times per day that you work, I don't know, like 15 minutes here, 20 minutes there, sometimes that happens. Then it populates here, and then it adds all the way up into your total hours for the week right here. And it has your target. So for me, got 10-hour target. So that would be what I'm trying to get. And at the very, very bottom of every day, it kind of shows you how many hours you have left. I think this stuff is so cool. So I don't know if anybody else finds this interesting, but I think this is so cool. But so it calculates all the hours up. And then at the top here, it has all of your Sunday stats, all of your Monday stats all the way. And it's got all your personal bests, all the averages and stuff like that. So you can see, I don't know. In my mind, this is just for Mina. So it's like, okay, Bryson's working Wednesday. It looks like he can get this many hours. Or it looks like he averages this many hours on Wednesdays, and this is all just fake and made up. But it's just a quick way to show the stats for each day, and you have the total working hours, like total all time, and the total days on, off. Just I think that stuff's cool. So it's just an overview of all that. And
yeah, it's fucking awesome.
This is sick.
Well, it goes.
Do we get a gift or what's it called? The prize and a leaderboard as well for this?
Yeah, we're gonna.
That's where I was trying to go with it. I think that's sick.
We're gonna connect it to Everfit Autoflow, and we're gonna have our own security access.
Have the leaderboard. Yeah.
By the way, I think I'd kick your asses with the hours. By the way,
Yeah, you would. I put in 10. How much did you put in? So it goes all the way down. So I'm gonna have to change some stuff up, but it goes down to August 16th. Like the if you look at let's see, was it this one? Some of these formulas are ridiculous. Hold on. So I'd have to change it up. I mean, look at this guy. What the hell is all this, So it goes down to August. So after that, we'd have to figure it out. But for the time being, you can just select this whole thing and just hide it. So that way it only shows just the 1 week. So that way it's not like, what the hell am I looking at? So that's it. That's it in a nutshell. It just says all the stats and then you just track your hours.
Yeah. Shout out to Bryson for putting this together. This
is amazing, bro.
I think. Yeah. I love this kind of stuff. So this is fun.
Yeah. So everyone's going to get their own sheet. So Andrew, Johnny, Michelle, and Bryson, actually, you guys are all going to get your own sheets. And then that way you just plop in. So again, like Andrew, Johnny, and Bryson, you guys are still going to have like a set shift kind of thing that I still want you to track anyways. But it's going to work in tandem 100% because that way, like, just in case, like, you missed a shift on Tuesday because something happened, whatever, then we can understand, like, that's why he worked extra on Wednesday. You get what I'm saying? So it's like keeping track of that. Michelle, because you don't have like set shifts, but I still want to make sure that you are not overworking yourself by any means. So then this way you can also track as well. It's like, okay, well, I logged in for an hour at 8 o'clock or whatever. I did this today. I did that yesterday, whatever. Or I did 30 minutes between meetings. That's how I want you to use it too. So yours is still going to work on this, but you just won't have like the set shifts because your shifts are very malleable. Make sense? Cool. All right. Yeah. Thanks, Bryson, for putting that together.
Yep.
All right. Now, the last thing that I wanted to go over with you guys was the new fucking standard. We're raising the standard, 100%. when it comes to like our delivery to our clients, we need to. We need to kind of make sure our clients are fucking happy. And in my opinion, how we've built this fucking business from the very beginning is obviously caring and like genuinely caring about the client, but also communication. I can't tell you guys how many times I have people that come to me from other coaches and they're like, oh, my coach never fucking talked this much to me, or my coach never did this to me, or my coach didn't care if I wanted cream cheese on my fucking diet or not. I always use cream cheese as the example. I don't know. But that's kind of the thing, okay? So we're raising the fucking bar and we're raising the standard. So from now on, any update, any training update, any diet update, any check-in, anything like that is sent to us, our standards is within 24 hours, it will be done, okay? That's the end all be all from now on. Even though we give ourselves a buffer to our clients, especially for check-ins for 48 hours, we're never going to have to use that. You know what I mean? 24 hours is the new standard. So you're going to call out, I'm just going to be very straightforward. Andrew, when you have a client that tells you they want to replace this upper day for this upper day, or they want to do something, within 24 hours, it's fucking done. Done. Johnny, when I put in the log that there's a client that wants to add cream cheese to their diet, that's done, 24 hours. Bryson, when we have obviously check-ins and stuff like that, and maybe when you start to at least see the diet updates that are out there, it's done, 24 hours. You know what I mean? That's the end all be all. Like, we're not going to miss on that ever. We don't miss. So that's a non-negotiable for us moving forward. Cool?
Cool.
All in agreement? Cool. What's up? Awesome. Michelle, your standard isn't 24 hours. Yours is like 8, just because, like, obviously because of all the posts and stuff. But still, like, no matter what, we don't miss. We don't miss posts on the community, Michelle, when it comes to like replying, when it comes to a new client signing up and introducing themselves. We don't miss adding everyone and saying welcome. We don't miss liking it. We don't miss putting even a fucking 3-word comment. Doesn't matter. We don't miss on that either. Okay, we want our clients to always feel valued, seen, and heard. That's how we do it. All right? Nice. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Good. Fuck this guy. Anyway, all right, cool. So that was pretty much all we wanted to cover. We all good?
Yep. Good.
Awesome. All right. Well,
Wait, I have a question. Something came to my mind in regards to engagement for the community.
Yep.
What if, I don't know how to say it, like, what if, like, I tag somebody and shout them out? What if, like, we put points on that as, like, a bonus point or something?
In what way?
Like, for our next challenge, or shout out another member of the Emmy Fitness and you'll get 5 extra points, or you'll get this.
Oh, so you're saying you as in like client Michelle?
Client Michelle, yes.
Oh.
So like it kind of has like forces me to be on top of other people's posts, right? For me to shout them out. Does that make sense?
But what would constitute a shout out, you think? I like the idea, but we like have to be kind of clear with what constitutes a shout out.
So let's say I see Karen A hit 8 personal bests. So I'll go like, I'll tag her and be like, Karen, like client Michelle will be like, Karen, that's so awesome. You're killing it. So proud of you. That actually motivated me to go and hit a PR myself. Something like that. I don't know.
I have an idea to build on that, but I don't know if it's going to be too confusing. Okay. So just hear me out, right? Every client, every week has a shout out to give. And you can only use it once.
Okay.
And then you can shout out a certain client for something that they did or something that you saw on the post, on the community. Would that be cool?
So I can only shout somebody out once?
Yeah. So like, for example, we'll make it like shout out Saturday, right?
Okay.
And it's like every Saturday, everyone, you're allowed to shout out only one other client for something that you saw them do or something that you saw them say during the week. And every Saturday, the client that receives the most shout outs gets something. Gets big gear. I'll send them a shirt and a hat or something.
I like that.
Is that corny?
No.
No? What do you got?
I don't know. I don't think so. What do you guys think?
I think it's cool. I would encourage this in group.
I just hope it doesn't make it so it's like one person gets shout out every time, or only one person shout out.
God, if Carrie gets
It's gonna be Carrie.
I'm gonna take myself out.
You can't get it more than one time a month. How about that?
Yeah, I think that actually works too. We can do that. I can make it into like a visual, like shout out Saturdays. You shout out another client that inspired you in any way this past week, and that client receives Emmy Fit, whatever. And an asterisk, clients can only win shout out once this month. Okay?
Yeah.
What do you think, Johnny?
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, I think it's fair. Because Carrie,
Carrie is
you
overwhelming.
gotta take it home.
She's just, I don't know, I feel bad, but honestly, like, she's super sweet. She's a really good one.
If Carrie wins, her prize is gonna be a journal. That's what her prize is gonna be.
Oh God, yeah. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Can't say. Cool. All right, I like that idea a lot, Michelle. Nice. We're gonna implement that starting next month. It'll be like shout out Saturdays. So every Saturday, you shout out someone, blah blah blah, and then in addition to the step challenge, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how we do whatever we do, the step challenge or the rep challenge that you can all
the rep.
up to, and then just go from there. Awesome. All right. Anything else, guys?
As far as what I'm working on going forward this week, what would that be?
Yeah, I was actually going to ask you to hang around.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
we can talk. All good, Andrew, Johnny, Michelle. Cool. There's shit to do. Johnny, you're about to start another one and do some messages and shit.
Yeah.
Messages in that one client update, right?
I have a bunch of updates to do and the profile.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that one person, actually one of the clients that you wrote, she just texted me like 10 minutes ago. She's like, oh, can you also add home workouts, whatever? I'll do that before I send it over to her.
Okay.
And then just in case you see like I changed her training, and that's why. And then I will just add her to the app and everything like that, okay?
All right, perfect.
So I think her name was Martina. It was Martina. Martina, actually, side note, Martina is actually a client that I've been working on since August, believe it or not. And then she finally hit me up and she was like, I want to do this. I'm like, okay, cool. So nurturing process, guys, nurturing process. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys.
See you later.
Nice.
Yeah, see you guys. And then there were two.
What's going on? Sorry I was late, dude.
You're good, bro. You told me way in advance, so I appreciate that.
Took me about 20 minutes to get one contact. I'm not wearing them now, but it took me 20 minutes to get one in, and it took me 10 minutes to get it out. I got a lot of practice to do. But
Your first time ever with contacts?
first time ever with anything that improves eyesight. That's whatsoever.
Wow.
Yeah.
I had a contact thing that maybe lasted a week. I said, fuck this.
Oh, you didn't like it?
No, I thought my wife told me I looked better. At the time, she was my girlfriend, but she told me I looked better with glasses. So I was like, all right, well, that's my answer. You know,
Glasses it is, yeah.
All right.
Cool.
So what's going on?
Yeah, I just want to make sure that I'm not going into this week with, like, I don't know what to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Tell me this. So hours wise, what were you thinking of like working per day?
Right now or when I quit?
Both.
Right now, still the same 10. And then when I quit, I mean...
No, not okay. So not in terms of total hours. I'm talking more in terms of like shifts, like per day. The reason why I'm asking, Bryson, is because like sometimes like the stuff I can give you is based off of time. Like, for example, I have check-ins like that came in this morning, right? And we didn't reply to it yet. And it's probably going to be replied to tomorrow, right? So I wouldn't give those check-ins to you because you're not going to log in until later tomorrow night, right?
Yeah.
So that's why I ask, because again, like with the whole shift work, what's really going to help is the fact, like, I don't want you to feel like you have to put in 8 hours in one day. Like when you have more free time, especially, I don't want you to feel that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
Much rather like split it up. So like you just do like 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the afternoon. That was honestly my thinking. And that's going to bump your hours up, right? It's going to give me the added time flexibility that I need from you, right? Because it's like, okay, well, Mina wants me to work 2 hours in the morning, like from, I don't know, 10 to 12, whatever. I do that, I get that. That's my first shift. Second shift is like later in the day, and the rest of the time is all me. I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'll go work out, meal prep, work on my own business, whatever. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, that's kind of the thinking that I had. What do you think about that?
So you're saying, so this is based off of me quitting my job, though? Like 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the afternoon. Is that kind of where you're...
Yeah.
What you just barely said, but...
Yeah. Like, I mean, like, from what you told me, like you said, like, it's all going to change, right? Because, like, you're going to obviously have your whole fucking day. Mm-hmm. And I'm not going to ask you to have one whole day towards Emmy Fitness. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I'm very fair in that sense. So I'd much rather just like be like, okay, well, then your added hours to make up to 15 or 20 hours a week, for example, is just 2 hours or 3 hours a day for 6 days. Like, that's basically it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I would just want to know what times you're working on your time or my time, whatever. That way I can understand what you're doing at that time, whether it's doing check-ins or just replying to messages or something like that.
I mean, I can give you a ballpark answer right now. I think it would be more, I think it would be 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. And then, like, if I did 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 5 days a week, that's 20, right? That's the goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I could do 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. And then I could do like a 4 to 6 p.m. And that's just ballparking. I mean, that...
Yeah, I mean, that...
If I don't have a job, then holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, that works basically perfect. And then the rest of the time, do whatever the fuck we want, you know? Like, your life.
Would you want me to not work not in those hours then? Because if I have a good idea or whatever, if I want to change something, I'm
as long as we have...
my hours are up, can't.
I mean... I get what you're saying, 100%. I mean, like, I'm still pretty flexible on that, but it's really just because we're moving you, like, look, like, you've done such an awesome job with systems and operations. Like we're at the point now where I'm just like, what else can we improve systems-wise? You know what I mean? Like, that message you sent me today, it's like, well, we can figure out something else we can do. It's just like, well, what else is there to do? Yeah. You know? Like, in terms of, like, honestly speaking, like, Bryson, like, I don't mind, like, even moving you to, like, an administrative role for a little bit. So that, like, you would oversee, like, you know, like, hours and shit and, like, stuff like that. You know, like, you oversee maybe the fucking log that you created. You just let me know, you know, something like that. Or I still want to, like, you've been messaging, like, your check-ins have been fucking fire. So I want to give you check-ins, as I grow you anyways in that role. And then, of course, like, even just, like, messaging back clients, which if you already know how to do check-ins, messaging clients are going to be fucking cake. You know, like, I don't even think I need to, like, train you on that. I'll send you a training. I think maybe you already watched it. But that's kind of the thinking that I have, you know? So that's what I'm thinking in terms of that, because then once I have that clear-cut time of when you're working, I can assign you clear-cut clients to take care of for check-ins, you know. Then based on that, I'll also assign Johnny check-ins, you know. And I'm also, like, actually, between you and me, I might even bring on another shadow coach. He's my brother, but, like, he's, like, looking for, like, a part-time thing from home. And I was like, you know what, I can have him come and worry about, like, all the comments on Everfit, and, like, maybe he can be the one that sends up follow-up messages weekly, you know, like, something like that, just to kind of make sure people are, like, taken care of, you know. So I just want to know.
That's really smart.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing. So it's like bandwidth of that. And then that way I can just, like, really divvy up the responsibilities that way. Like, again, like, my whole goal is to have every day between our business hours, someone is working at some time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
makes
think of it, bro, think of it like you're running a fucking Chipotle. You know, there has to be a shift worker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There has to be someone working, or else people are going to walk.
Gas station on the corner,
Yeah, so there has to be someone that's every, you know, so then that way I know that the day-to-day is covered, and I can finally work on growing the fucking business. That's my goal. Cool?
And then you want to get a closer and stuff, right?
Yeah, but I want to push so many sales calls because if I can just alleviate everything with check-ins, and like make sure that you guys are fucking rock star with check-ins, which you guys are, and then take care of the messages and someone's replying to the comments because I reply to comments. Someone's replying to messages and all these different things. The community's popping off. Cool, done.
You say comments as in Everfit or social media?
Everfit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, training comments. I have a link to ManyChat, and then I have my VA too, so it's fine. But that's my goal. And then from there, I want to fucking fill my days with sales calls, right? And I'll like really fucking go and I'm going to go hunting, basically.
Okay, cool.
And then that's how we hit 200 clients. Easy.
When are you trying to hit 200 by? You have a goal for that?
Honestly, bro, by May.
Damn.
Yeah. I think we can do it. March and April.
2 months to hit. That's crazy. For me, where I'm at, I don't even, That's not crazy. That's normal for you. But for
it's not
75,
it's not
75 clients myself in the next 2 months, we might have to have a talk and be like, dude, I can't be here.
It's not, I'm telling you, it's not normal. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
but
that is nuts.
I really just want to fucking do this. So, so back to the original discussion of what you want to work on now. What I will do is, I'm guessing today you're not working today, right?
That was a plan, but if you need me to, then I can.
That's fine. So tomorrow morning, then I have a few stragglers that come in on Tuesdays for check-ins. I'll assign you check-ins that come in tomorrow morning, and then that way, when you log in later that day,
that'll be around 6 o'clock your time.
Yeah, which is pretty fucking perfect. So then you reply to those, and then we'll figure out the messaging system as well. I'd much rather like maybe around the time that you log in at 6 o'clock, maybe you can start like replying to the inbox there too, on whoever you see, because they're usually just really easy. Like, look, just before I let you go, because
I just want inbox in there.
Yeah, I mean, like, dude, like, I'm checking right now. I think I'll just get the one from Amazon. Like, it's so easy. Sounds good. And yes, we can definitely assign macros, but I do want us to start with the meal plan first. So I already know she's only asking for the numbers, but I know why she's asking for numbers, because then she's going to be like, oh, then I'm just going to do these macros instead, you know?
Yeah.
But I do want us to start with the meal plan first. Cool.
So just same verbiage, same tone, everything as a check-in.
Everything is the exact same. Like, here, gotcha. And how did you come up with the quantities for my meal plan from the beginning? So that is based off of the macros. In the beginning, I did all the work for you in a sense where I know, for example, 55 grams of rice is 15 grams of carbs. Now we are at the point where I want, or where we want to introduce this new method. And you'll understand, like, because if you just scroll up, she's been asking about the macros, because I just asked her, added her to the macro approach. That's it. That's the only reason why I was able to answer without reading. She just literally just added her to the macro. She's just asking questions. She's like, this is kind of fun. Sorry if I'm boring you with a lot of questions. Just learning here. Can I ask how you came up with the number of calories and macro percent distribution? So.
Okay, cool. I'm just reading her messages. Cool.
Yep. See, then you'll have someone like this that just said done. And so maybe this can be something that I ask you to do on Wednesday, where we're transitioning clients to the macro approach step by step. All it is just adding them to the macro collection that we have on demand. And then you just send them this message. They watch the first 2 trainings. They post in the community here what they learned.
Okay.
And then after that, once she replies like she did today, if I can fucking go to this shit. I can't get it. Oh, okay, whatever. I'll just go manually. And then once she replies, done here.
Sorry, you were so close to the mic. It sounded like it was in your mouth.
Fucking laugh at me. I'm kidding. Just kidding. Anyways, so
What'd you say?
then, so then you would just like go ahead and assign her the actual macros of her plan. That's it.
Okay, you would actually go into the macro section and update it?
Yeah. So the way you would do that, I have so many tabs open. I'm just like, I'm having a panic attack. I'm not gonna lie to you. So the way I just do it, bro, is just like I take a look at the take a look at the diet in case there's anything funny, which I don't think she has like a funny diet. It's just 3 meals. She does 3 meals and 1 snack on rest days. So she eats a little less on rest days. Like literally all I'll do, Bryson, is just go to ChatGPT, go to my macro thing. I know you're probably gonna like cry when you see my ChatGPT with no folders.
Dude, those folders are killer though, for real.
They are, I know. And then just plop this in. It already knows what to do. I'll just say actually training days versus rest days. And it's gonna calculate the macros for me based off of what I have in the PDF. And then it's not Madeline, whatever. And then it'll tell me the macros and I assign it to her, and then I send out another message that's automated too.
Okay.
But I'll probably record a Loom for you.
Yeah, it'd be helpful.
Yeah. I'll record you a Loom before Wednesday, and then I'll also give you a list of whoever I've already transitioned. I have a Excel file for that. Sheets file. Is it just not going to do it? Said fuck you.
Yeah.
You don't have any. Fuck you.
If you click on that little drop down arrow, sometimes it'll tell you what it's thinking.
What the fuck? But it's not Madeline. Whatever. I don't want to see this shit. Fuck this shit.
It's funny. I click on that. I'm like, what's it doing? What's it thinking?
But yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and so today you're done. Tomorrow I'll give you the check-ins in the morning to do when you log in. I'm gonna push you a little bit. Might do like 6 or 7.
Okay.
Because that's basically all you have to do, and then go from there.
Okay. I mean, if I don't have that much to do anyway, I mean, it only makes sense to do that. So.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going.
Okay.
Yep, and then you would just go ahead and do this. I'm just gonna finish this while I have you here. So, settings, turn her macros on. All clients are defaulted to off.
Okay.
Macros, set goal, set manually. It was like, and you can ballpark it, man. I'm not really too exact with it, like, because the meal plan has like a variance as well, so you might as well include the variance, you know. So I'll do like 145, 100, and 45. Also, ChatGPT is kind of stupid because these calories are not.
They don't add up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I've had some struggles with it myself. It just does not add up. And no matter how much I bitch slap it, it doesn't understand. So
I think I'm just going to give her one set of macros. I'm not going to do training day and rest days. Okay. Just do that. Cool. And then I would just... Well, and then send her a message that I already sent here. I'm not going to go back to ChatGPT. Motherfucker.
you're looking for a message you previously sent to copy paste?
Yeah.
Does it have the other person's name in it?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
And that's it, my friend. Done.
Cool.
And that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Cool.
making a loom for all this and step by step in it, that's helpful.
Yeah, I got you. All right, cool. So I will send you the list of check-ins for tomorrow, and we'll go from there.
Sounds good.
All right, bro. I will talk to you soon.
Cool. Thanks so much, dude. I appreciate it.
How'd the recipe packs go? Like for yourself?
Oh,
right?
they went good. Yeah. I actually learned how to do more stuff after I did mine. So it makes me feel bad. Like I didn't do like all the, you know what I mean? So
You're good. You're fine. You're fine.
but I learned how to do it. So if you need anything else with Canva, then I can do it. But there's whole color palettes. You just apply it to all. It's crazy.
Nice. And the programs were done too, right? I remember you did that first by accident, right?
Yeah, I did it. Yeah, the programs. Yeah, I didn't touch the programs. I just touched recipe packs. But because
I thought you did the program. I thought you did the programs by. No, I'm talking about for us.
Oh yeah.
I thought you did the programs by accident at first.
Yeah, I did all that. Yeah.
Did you share that folder with me?
I believe so. So to my understanding, if it's in Canva, I'm in ME Fitness, so it should be. Everybody should have access. Whoever has access to the whole thing itself.
Okay, I'll take a look then. If I can't find it, I'll just ask you. Just because I'm probably going to use that in the future as like either a freebie or
Okay.
or just to add that to the thingies.
Yeah, it says. Well, I guess I'll just share it with you right now. I'm here, so
Yeah, I don't see it as a folder.
Okay, I just. Can you see the recipe? Hold on. What's going on here?
I can see the recipe pack folder. I just got an email. Nice. Okay,
So
I should have it now.
Put the other recipe packs. Oh, did I already do that then?
I already have the recipe packs. I'm good.
Okay, cool.
I have it as a folder because I have the folders shared with me. But I will double check on the other thing shortly.
Okay, I just sent you the other one. With the recipe pack that I thought was what you were talking about the whole time. And you're like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now there's 3 total. So there's recipe pack, all 7, recipe packs, and then ME Fitness plus
ME
Exceed.
Fitness plus Exceed. Okay. Wow, there's a lot. Wait, how many fucking programs were there?
There's quite a bit.
The fuck? Damn.
Yeah, for the programs themselves.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There's 12 transformation programs.
45?
4 worksheets. No.
Oh, I'm dumb. 29.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, 29.
22. Yeah,
It says
it's got to be.
29.
I don't know if we know how to count to 30. Shit. Yeah.
Wait, but some of them don't have logos.
Are you looking at the thumbnail? Because the thumbnail itself, it just...
No, I just clicked on the Supreme Gut Program, for example.
Supreme Gut Program.
Actually, wait, none of these have logos.
Where are you looking at?
I'm clicking on the actual...
Oh, what?
it's actually example.
Oh, no, hold on. That's copy. So go to the folder. No, you're right. What the hell? I put logo on every single one of these.
I see Supreme Gut Program has. Wait, why there? Do you double it?
Hold on. No,
Yeah,
I
the
did all these. What's going on?
Do you have a separate folder? Maybe you shared me the wrong one.
That maybe. Let's see. I'm gonna be really upset.
Yeah, I'm clicking on all of them. They're not.
I don't know. I promise I did that. They all say copy though. They don't say.
I believe you. I have a feeling you have another folder that you didn't notice.
Well, I'm
Just
looking for all my
take a look.
designs. Period. There's nothing for me.
Oh shit. Yeah, all these are the logo and Amanda Cooper and shit.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, dude?
Sorry. Sorry, I can't even keep my head up. Like it says like a fucking Amanda Cooper and logo here.
Yeah, there's all the example.coms too.
Yeah. But it says copy. I have a feeling they might be out there. Just take a look at your Canva and just let me know.
Yeah, I just went through every single file. My Canva consists of these. That's it. I haven't used Canva before.
Oh, shit. You're missing out.
Well, I'm kind of a big dog, so I use Photoshop, but it's all good.
My bad, bro. My bad.
So I'm a high roller with that. No, I'm just playing. No, it's one of the, I've always used Adobe products. So when I'm in the group and they're like, you got to use Canva, you got to use Gamma, you got to use this. I'm like, yeah, Gamma's pretty fucking cool though. Yeah, I'm looking at every single thing I have. I don't see it at all.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, I guess that can be a workable, I guess. Sorry.
Okay. No worries.
That actually sucks.
Damn. That's very.
Is it on your other account? Do you think it's on your other account?
Yeah, let's see.
So you can
personal account.
Yeah, you can go to your personal account. Like there's a drop down on the top right, and go to personal. Is it there?
They're all here as well, but they're still not edited.
What the fuck?
None of them are.
Canva doesn't do that.
I remember because I would drag the logo from the brand kit onto where it says logo here, and it would just change it. And I did that with all of them. Change all the example.coms. All right. That's very upsetting, I'll be honest, because it's very tedious stuff to do.
I know. I can imagine. Look, there's no timetable on that. You don't have to do that immediately.
Okay.
Just let me know. I would dig more than do it again. Just dig, maybe quit your Canva and try to, I don't know.
Well, I can show you what I'm seeing. There's nothing to dig, like there's.
Show me. Can you screen share real quick? It's because I've been on Canva for a long time now.
Okay, yeah, help me out here. So right now I'm in my own account.
Yeah.
Like this is all I have.
Okay, go to projects. Okay. So Emmy Fitness, see, you have 38 items. I only have 29. I think that's where they are. Go to the folder there, the Emmy Fitness Plus Exceed. Yeah. Okay, now click on any of them. No. Close. Exit out on the top right.
None of them are changed.
Because you have more. Wait, how do you have more than
Some
me?
of them are duplicates. There's a duplicate right here.
Oh. And they both don't have the logo?
No. Because what I did was I just came in here. Whoa, what the heck?
Well, you're on your personal. That's fine.
Oh,
okay, so if you went to Brand Kit, then you must have been in Emmy Fitness.
yeah, for sure. So I go to Emmy Fit.
Yeah. Now go to folders, projects. All right. Okay, you have 2 recipe packs.
Yeah, one was the first one where they were like the grocery list, the meal plans for the programs. That's what I thought you meant the first time, and then I did so these are the. So these are done. Well, I guess it saved these ones. That's good. Because this is volume 1. Yeah. Logo. Because I put a check mark with all of them
Wait, can you click that again?
Any of them?
Yeah, go to go down. Okay, so this is the program with the recipes, right? That's what you said.
Yeah. So it's part of this. It's these ones.
Okay.
And then all the ones that I just did the other day were these 7.
Yeah, those are already uploaded on the app, finalized.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh no, that's.
Okay, how about this? Just to kind of make your life easier, I'll go in that folder you just shared with me, and I'll just mark which ones we actually need. There's probably some that I'm never going to need, so I'm not going to try to make you do extra work. So I'll do that to kind of alleviate a little bit. So go to Emmy Fitness Plus Exceed, just that folder, real quick.
Nope.
Bro. brother.
This one here.
Yep.
Brother.
So I'll go in and just see which ones
look,
I.
this one.
Yeah, that was the only one I saw.
Oh, I definitely had it.
It says example.com too. So I'll go and just see which ones we need. I'll just pop it in a folder, needed, not needed, and then like create a folder in there.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, there's some duplicates. I mean, that's a duplicate with this one. So
Yeah.
I don't know what happened in here. What's weird is because there's duplicates of each one. It's almost like I don't even know, actually. I don't know. This is really weird though.
Yeah, I don't want you to do extra work, so we'll do that way. Okay.
I'm really bummed about this, dude. I feel like I gypped you hours now because I worked this and then I didn't.
I'm not gonna take it like that, dude. Don't worry. I know you actually tried and did it, and it's just the unfortunate series of events, basically. All right.
Okay.
All right, bro. I will text you tomorrow morning with the list. Of
Cool. Sounds good, man. Thank you so much.
course, bro. Have a good rest of your night.
All right, you too. See you later.
Peace.